Alright everyone, welcome again to the CGO broadcast. This is the AIC Qualifier 2015. We have a winner bracket semi-final match for you guys right now. It is going to be Andromeda versus Villains.eu. Going to be really exciting. I mean, it's Andromeda, the favored best team in AVA currently, going up against Villains, who's been growing as a steady competition for most of the teams. Blind, you've casted Villains a little bit, right? I think in the last couple
Yeah,
games.
in the I think last CG or last tourney I did.
How were they?
Pretty strong actually. I was very surprised on the rifling. The rifling was actually top notch, and if they bring that same game to today, this is going to be a tough match.
And Kimpa has been playing for the last month, but the month prior he had actually quit the game for 5-6 months, and of course it's the AIC and
Yeah, it brings everyone and their relatives and family members back to the game.
yeah,
Definitely seeing a lot of old players come back, which is nice.
yeah, it's good to see players already. Hope I'll tell them to go. Yeah, and it's players like Yellow Love, X Light, and Wicked are pretty long-standing players. They've been playing for at least 3+ years. I think Yellow Wicked has at least been playing for 4. I'm not sure about Hyrac or Mista though.
I love hearing you talk. It sounds like you're in a rainforest or something.
Me?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
there are
birds
birds outside?
chirping in the video. It's like bring the exotic to AVA.
It's the theme of the stream today is Rainforest Cafe.
Yeah, as we go into a map predominantly snow. So we're gonna get started here. 5v5. This is the first map of a best of 3 series.
Yes, guys, I'm sorry, I clicked my mouse button, so I have almost crashed the game, but it will recover.
So it's gonna be Andromeda starting out on defense, and it's going to be Villains on offense. Let's see what they do here.
I'm gonna see where Kimpa actually goes. He's gonna sit in that spawn. He's gonna be aggressive. He's using the ASW though. That's a pretty defensive gun. You can't really push with it because of how slow it makes you move. But Zetor is in that generator from Andromeda here, playing here with Fitzy. Getting those UAVs already on Yellow Love and Wicked. So that's just pretty much going to stop any strategy that Villains had over at 2 here. And Fitzy with that nade, excellent nade, might get a kill. Actually doesn't even hit anyone.
Nice pick by Zetor on Mista as he tried to take a little peek into Cooler, paid the price for it, and it's 4v5 now. Nice to see Andromeda going back to their double point man strat.
And Zetor is just rocking phase with it, already on 2 kills, just took down Yellow Love with a headshot there at Generator. He's about to get Wicked if Wicked isn't on point here. That smoke coming down, Zetor isn't going to push out, but Fitzy and Zetor, they're in position to just start pushing out here. Are they going to, or are they just waiting for that UAV? There's now 2 players from Villains here, X-Light and Wicked. Wicked playing really aggressive here with that scope. The push has come out. Fitzy gets 1 kill. Can he get the second? No, Light just backs off, but Hyrok is here as well. Light gets 1 kill. Fitzy just gets a 3k with that.
Wow, that was all point men that game. Fitzy taking 3 kills, Zetor taking 2 kills. Just dominated by that close quarter combat. We're just going to see a really fast 2 push here.
And actually, Zetor and Fitzy are going to try to contest it as well. How is this going to work out? Yellow Love pushes in. Letu gets a kill with the Light. And the push is still coming out here. Yellow Love on bridge is going to try to push out, trying to get Fitzy. Avoids the nade. But yeah, just not as bad as it could have been. Actually, only Light dying on offense from that nade from Taz, I believe.
Yeah, they actually they traded pretty evenly. I would say that's a pretty worthy trade just to get cooler control, losing 1 person. But now it just pushes more stress onto the scope. The scope needs to push out, make a little pick. As Yellow Love pushing in aggressively, not listening to anything I said. Letu is going to be holding off in 2 by himself. Yellow Love just staying there, smokes down back hall, and Kimpa taking out Wicked.
But see, this is the problem here. I mean, Villains pushed in, they got the site, and then they sat there and didn't do anything, and it just allowed Andromeda to do what they want to retake the site. All the time in the world to do whatever they wanted. And now it's Hyroke in a 1v4 right now with the bomb. He's got a minute 20. It's gonna be rough.
Yeah, I mean, they've already stalled the clock, and Hyorak, I mean, I don't blame him. He's between a rock and a hard place. Both of those areas being Andromeda. But yeah, 1v4 not looking very good for him. Probably going to go 2-0 in favor of Andromeda.
I actually think Hyroke has completely giving up this round. He's playing around on the stairs, having his time here.
Well, you know, you got to get that exercise in when you can. Working that Stairmaster.
Again, guys, this is the winner bracket semifinals. It is Andromeda versus Villains. It is Blacksand and Cyphers. It just took down Hyroke for a 3-0, or it's 2-0. I can't remember if the score updates before or after.
It's 2-0. Going into the third round, though. Here comes another fast 2-push. Zetor is going to be all by himself, going up against 3, 4 players, 5 players. Zetor is going to back up. Very smart. Vitsy's going to be watching the flank. Oh, watch the flank. Vitsy only taking one with him to the grave. Hyorak will put him down. Zetor, Kimpa, inside 2. Letu inside the office. Cyphers over at 1, all by himself. And everyone's kind of just sitting around again.
And you know, that would put Andromeda at a disadvantage here, being down a player on, like, 4v4 and they're down a player, right? But Vitsy was able to get all the info that they're all in Generator. And they haven't actually rotated, and Let hasn't actually heard them run through Freezer or anything yet. And now they're getting nade kills, so now this is actually getting really bad for Andromeda. Andromeda either has to get really good kills like Kimpa with that DSR inside of the site. That's actually really scary. Zetor though with a nice kill to Light. Kimpa again a second kill and a third kill, and yep. Kimpa with DSR.
That was just nasty. I mean, they had a really good pick on that office, but instead of exploiting that and going around too, they decide to go into back halls anyways and hit a crossfire. That kind of doesn't make sense, but yeah, Andromeda going in the lead, 3-0.
Yeah, they hit that crossfire, they didn't smoke off Kimpa, they didn't try to like double peek Kimpa with 2 players, they kept trying to one-on-one him. I don't know, it was pretty brutal, and now Kimpa's all the way over at Warehouse now, trying to go for a pick onto Hyroke or Mista, trying to outplay the entire other team right now, because they have been going 2, so now they go 1 and Kimpa's here. That's rough.
Andromeda definitely taking as many opportunities to catch this team off guard as they're trading some shots at office. Not really going to do anything. Both the players are going to walk out with their lives.
Well, Vitsy is low HP. He's like 1 headshot, maybe 1 shot with a pair if anyone's using that. But I don't know. They've had the man advantage before and it hasn't worked out for them either. So I don't know what Villain's going to be able to do here. They're still sitting around, not working picks. They're just burning time. It's like they have no plan right now.
And I'm pretty sure Andromeda has a very good feeling that it's going to be one site, as Letu will take out Leti in the office stairs. Zetor is just holding down Cooler all by himself, not really having a care in the world. Hyorak's going to be trading some shots with Kimpa. Kimpa actually only taking 1 shot, and again, they got stuffed and couldn't push, so they're kind of just sitting around.
Yeah, and Zetor can hear Yellow Love and Wicked moving around here. He's calling it at Generator that there's at least 2 players over here. So, like, they know there's a player in Warehouse, they know there's a player over here at 2. And well, now Kimpa's gonna call out where Wicked is, but I mean, like, Andromeda, they just know where Villains is going every time. Hyroke actually has pushed up on stairs here if they're not aware of this, but no, he's so low, Cyphers just takes him down with a headshot. Let takes down Mista. This 1 push is going to get shut down. Let, is he going to get a triple kill? No, it's going to be Cyphers cleaning up the last kill. And that's going to be 4-0.
Well, demanding lead by one of the most demanding clans. 4-0 in favor of Andromeda on the first map. And looks like we're going to see another fast cooler push. Z-Tor is going to be scouting it out, sees a bunch of people, falls back smartly. Nice pick.
Let,
Letu
it's his
taking out
second
yellow.
nade kill on this half, in the same spot actually. He's doing a lot of work there.
Yeah, and again, we're just seeing them clumped up in cooler. I understand that they're kind of just waiting for the sniper now. Sniper's in position. Looks like he's going to be moving in. And this is the first real initiative we've seen from this team. Looks like getting... Oh, missing the shot. Oh,
It's
and
a
that
good
just...
initiative, but Kimpa's shutting it down with a pistol. It's like trying to proof right through the smoke, but he's 1 HP now, and Heroic is also 1 HP as well. And he's sitting at vent, he's stuck right now. It's only Mista who is full HP who can do absolutely anything. And he's point man.
And now they are going to be stuck. Sniper is down. One person stuck in vent. I don't really know what he's going to be able to do, but Kimpa's coming around the pipe, taking a peek, sees one, spots and takes him out. Sees the second one, misses the shot, but the point man's going to be challenging him, takes the second one out. One person, and Kimpa gets a 3K. Oh man, and just like that, 3v Kimpa. Kimpa prevailed.
Yeah, Villains is getting out fragged, but it's also, they're getting outplayed too, because when they push a site, they sit there and they don't do anything. And they get picked off slowly. And Cyphez with a nade onto Wicked, I mean, Andromeda's getting a nade kill every round. That's just painful for an offensive team to deal with.
Yeah, they're definitely not taking the time to check the nades. As the warehouse gets opened, Kimpa's going to be swiftly turning that back around, closing that warehouse door. But yeah, it looks like they're going to be looking towards one again, as Kimpa's going to be just going ham on them in warehouse, taking 2 frags. C4's inside warehouse with Mista, trying to defend it all by himself. Hyorax in the back. And man, this hill just keeps getting steeper and steeper, as this is going to be really hard for them to come back from. Looks like they're slowly trying to work their way back to center. Mista's probably going to pick up the scope. He does. Up to Mista. Need some big plays out of him. Hyorak watching mid cautiously. Mista missing a shot on Letu. That's not good, as they know for sure someone's scoping now, and he's lost that element of surprise. Mista's still staying around the general spot of where he missed that shot. Looks like he's going to be starting to work up towards one. I'm not sure if this is the best idea, but it is. Oh, well, they're kind of creeping.
I mean, I think going up mid is the best shot as long as they can get 1 kill as they come up mid. As long as they don't get shut down by 1 person. Cypher's there getting that double kill, ending the round. That's 6-0. It is going to be the side switch. And we're going to have Andromeda on offense, and it's going to be up to Villains to win 7 rounds in a row.
Yeah, 7 rounds. This is going to be crazy if they do. But they do get, Andromeda gets the cooler control. 2 point men in there. Letu sitting back there. Cyphez inside the cooler as well. Kimpa working his one. And slowing it down. This time, actually, Villains making it into the sites without getting a nade killed. That's a big plus. Wicked missing a shot on Kimpa as he was trying to peek out, and Kimpa's working his way back over to 2. Looks like it's probably going to be a 2 site here, as here comes the execute. Mista taking out Z-Tor, Mista taking out Vitsi, and Letu taking out Mista as they finally find him out. One more getting taken down at backstairs. Letty taking out the guy at backstairs and trading. 2v3 situation. C4 is almost down. Kimpa and Letu up for Andromeda, and this is starting to look pretty good for Villains. They might be able to turn this around.
Well, there is Kimpa still up, so we don't know what's going to happen here. Gets a second kill, and it's all cleaned up, and that's going to be the first map going to Andromeda 7-0 against Villains.
Woo! Kimpa going 13-0 for that. That was, wow. Well, you see what happened there is they didn't really play any defaults. They kind of just went to a site, 5-man, and tried to get picks and relied on their 1v1s. But the thing is, they didn't have enough individual skill to beat the 1v1s, and it obviously ended up very poorly for them. 7-0 wipe, and first map going to Andromeda.
Yeah, second map is going to be that India. Andromeda is actually really good on India, so I feel even more bad for villains here, unless villains is also really good on India, which I don't think they are.
Do you think we're going to get the double scope here for Andromeda?
I actually don't think they need to double scope this. I think they just keep Kimp on that DSR, put him over at 2, stack 3 players in 1, and it's going to be the easiest time of their life.
Well, villains really need to pick their game up. I didn't really see anything spectacular from anyone individually. Either they get a really good, I don't know. I mean, two side is very much more susceptible to straight rushes, unlike Black Scent. But you never know. I mean, this game is crazy. We've seen some insane stuff, and I would not be surprised if Villains comes out with the W here. But like I said, it is a tall order. Villains is gonna need to do a lot of work, and getting past Kimpa right now. Kimpa's on fire. He's on point. I mean, you guys saw going 13-0 on that last map. Looks like we got a DC, so he's going to be coming back here, and we'll get started as soon as possible. Just a reminder, guys, we do have giveaways every second map, if I remember correctly. Every 2 maps we have a giveaway, and you will please make sure you follow the channel, and that will ensure that you actually get your winnings. If in so you are so lucky to be picked.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know, it's going to be an exciting rest of the day. We have whoever Celsia plays. Oh no, sorry, it's not the winner bracket semifinals yet. We still have one more winner bracket semifinal to go after this, guys, so stay tuned for that. Hopefully those players can come back. Who is it that crashed? Is it Light? Yeah, I think it's Light.
Letty?
No, Light's still in here. It's Light. X Light.
Late. Yeah. Well, their names are so similar.
Yeah. I was getting a little confused when like Light was getting those nade kills. I thought the first time it was Light got a kill on like someone else.
We will just call him extra large. He has XLEYTE. Well, for those of you that are just tuning in, this is the second map of our best of 3 in Villains versus Andro. Andromeda taking a very dominant win on the first Black Scent map, 7-0. Kimpa going 13-0 as well for his team, and Villains not really generating any offense. I mean, that looks like it's going to be a huge detriment to their tournament career. I mean, what do you think they need to change to get such a drastic effect of beating this huge mountain that is Andromeda? I think Ink's a little busy with tickets as we're gonna get the countdown started here. 1-0 in favor of Andromeda's second map of a best of 3. Villains on the, let's see, on the defensive side, and Andromeda on offense.
Yeah, so I was a little busy. Had to DQ a team for cheating, so
What?
yeah. Anyways, focus on this game. It's going to be Andromeda villains, doing over all that fun stuff. But we are going to see Andromeda on that offensive side. I'm excited to see how they're going to play this, how fast they're going to try to push into these sites, if they're going to work for picks, what they're going to do. I don't know what they're going to do. What do you think they're going to do, Blind Gun?
I think what they need to do is get a pick and just bum rush it as hard as possible. If it's two site, they need to take advantage of the one person playing on two and do the same rush that they've been doing on Black Sand. The rush nades are a little easier to avoid, so they shouldn't have any issues with that.
Yeah, for sure. But the smoke might cause some trouble. Nope, never mind. Kimpa just shoots right through it.
And villains, 4v5 versus Andromeda. Andromeda's kind of congregating towards the center, and it looks like we have a DC. Who was that? That was Cyphers? No, Cyphers still alive. Letu?
No one's. Oh,
Zitor?
no.
Cyphers? Vitzi?
Oh shoot,
Vitzi.
I can't. Yeah, Vitzi. Yeah, Vitzi and Taz like to DC out a lot. I remember that when they teamed together one time. I think I don't remember. Maybe that was Vemo.
Well, anyways, that's going to even it up a little bit. An unofficial pick, 4v4 situation. Kimper's going to be trying to get some binos down, and here comes the 2-push. Zitor's pushing into the courtyard. Looks like they are going to get the smoke and flashes down. Lots of flashes going into sight. Kimpa trying to get the UAV. Yellow Love going, rotating back. Letty taking out the headshot. Yellow Love is down, and it's 3v4 now. Oh, and
Yeah.
this is just...
And the rotate
This looks like it's...
from Andromeda. They're gonna go platter and push into the site. Mista's the only one here with the scope. Can he land the shot? He lands the first one. Can he land the second? Oh, he gets the second. Wicked tag gets the third on Let. And that was a terrible decision from Andromeda. All through Vent.
Wow, that was pretty unfortunate. Kimpa's just kind of going balls deep now. He's running through their spawn, and he's actually on the flank of one now.
Yeah, but he has been spotted out. He misses the shots, and he's gonna get taken down by Mista. Mista 3K. Wicked with that 1 kill on Vent. Andromeda with... Why would you send all players through Vent when they have 2 scopes, don't they? Yeah, that's...
Yeah, they're using a double scope, and it seems to be working for them. They finally take a round after 2 games, and Kimpa finally dying after 2 games.
Yeah. But it's the same strategy again from Andromeda. Just go mid, wait out the smokes, throw some grenades, see who's peeking a little too far. Rely on Kimpa for those picks. It's basically up to villains to figure out a way to counter that, to be honest. And these nades are perfect timing. 2 helmets just got knocked off there. 3 helmets. That was an uber grenade right there, man. That could change the entire round.
The throwable nuke as smoke's going down. Letty's going up against Kimpa. Kimpa missing the shot. Letty late trying to get the pick. And a trade of kills as well as Wicked going down, and Kimpa and Zitor are going up towards their spawn. Oh man, just Zitor getting taken out by Hyorak, and Hyorak taking on another one inside too. 2v2 situation. Letu and Kimpa up. Hyorak's incredibly low. Mista is going to be in their spawn, and looks like they're going for 2. Hyorak taking out 3. Kimpa going down to the headshot. Letu all by himself. Going to be trying to take this 2 regardless. Hyorak going to be sitting there. Takes Hyorak out of a huge 3k. That was really big for their team. Mista 1v1 situation.
Is Light going to peek this scope? That's what Mista's waiting for that peek. He misses the peek. He knows he's just waiting. He knows he came in. Light, can you land these shots? Let's half HP. Oh, that pistol is too strong from Mista. Takes down Let. Wow.
Do they have someone DC'd? They're kind of trying to kill time.
Well, it is.
But anyways.
2-0 for villains on defense, and I mean, on defense on India, like, it's a really good, Oh, there seems to be an item violation. But Andromeda doesn't really care about it, apparently. Okay.
Well, looks like it's going to be about the same strategy as last time. Andromeda is going to be taking that mid, getting 3 or 4 players, and I mean everything's just uncontested for them. They're kind of walking around freely up until they get to the last quarter part of the map, and then they start running into some issues. But both teams not changing their strategy at all. This is actually really interesting. I just noticed they have both scopes inside one.
Yeah, that's actually kind of crazy having them right at the ramp there. If 2 point man just push really quickly, they'd probably die. But we're gonna see how it's gonna work out here. Kimpa against the 2 scopes here, and Cyphers as well. Andromeda should just back off of this. That smoke, there's 3 players inside of 1. Kimpa through the
Wow.
smoke again, take down Wicked. Wicked trying to be a little too greedy there. Yellow up with a kill onto Vitzy. Zetor coming in through vent, can he get a kill? Well, Yellow took down Kimpa. Cypher, Zetor getting kills of their own though, and that's gonna open up the site. Light takes down Zetor, he's on the site, he can't follow up with the kill.
Hurak needs to go in as soon as this bomb is set, or as the bomb is being set.
And he's playing it well, he's waiting for that bomb.
Ooh, well played by Leto. Confirming the kill on Hurak. And just so you guys note, Hurak was waiting for the bomb set, so he knew it would be a 1v1. Letu being on top of that, pre-fired the door right before the bomb was getting set. So if you guys just trying to start up and learn how to play, that is a really good strategy. Hurak though, coming up into Spiral versus 5 players. Oh man, that was not good for Hurak because he just got demolished, and he spotted everyone. 5 people going in. Zetor taking a wicked very quickly, and this is going to be a 3v5.
But Andromeda is here. Andromeda is here on that door along with villains, but it's the meat grinder of Andromeda here. That was just got those 2 quick kills and got those 2 quick kills at the door. Villains, I don't know what they can do when Andromeda just pushed so aggressively like that. Villains were doing well when Andromeda were going slowly and trying to work picks or something, but
yeah, and that's the thing I've always really liked about how Andromeda plays. They have a lot of dynamics that they kind of mess around with. They're not just an aggressive team, they are kind of a passive aggressive, and they push when needed to.
And like clockwork, it's like this exact same push up, the exact same red smoke. UAV comes out trying to get those. I mean, it's some of these rounds are very similar to each other. Kimpa with that nice kill at the light, taking him out really easily there. I don't quite know why Light was jumping around the corner, but Kimpa with a nice kill into Wicked misses the 3rd shot. Can he find his 3rd kill?
Ooh, nice shot by Mista. Zetor will go down. There's 3 players inside their spawn. Letu's going to be going into 1. Looks like it's probably going to be 1. C4's down. Hurak going to be going up against Kimpa, taking out Kimpa as well. 2k for him as Vitzy all by himself in 1v3. Hurak getting another 3k. Hurak is going absolutely monstrous for his team. He takes down the C4 carrier, takes out Kimpa, and then takes out that flank as well.
Yeah, there's so much to talk about that round. They did the exact same thing up until round 140. Then they started to push that mid. Kimpa got the 2 kills. He had 2 opportunities to get 2 more kills, and he tagged Heroic actually there, right in the leg. And if he had gotten one of those kills, it would have been completely different. Wow.
And looks like they are finally changing their defensive strat. Wicked's in mid. What is this? Is this how they play? Well, Wicked, okay, that changed quickly. Wicked's falling back. Zetor is going to be having a field day with Late, as he's going to be just pummeling through that. Watch this. Looks like he stopped at Courtyard, though. A fake to 2. Mista. Got to test your patience here. He's 1v3. Vitzy and Zetor pushing it. Wow, and a trade of kills. Mista still in 1. This might actually turn out very well for Villains if he decides to stay. Oh, getting taken out by Letu though, and Wicked's all by himself.
I'm not sure what he's going to be able to do here in a 1v4. He's got players behind him, and Vitzy pushing him from the flank. And he's got 1 HP. And he's going to get taken out by a grenade from Let again. And we're going to side switch.
The throwable nuke.
Indeed.
Are we going to see Andromeda's defensive side now as Z-Tor, Vitzi, and Sci-Fi is going to be pushing this column quick. Going to be meeting up with Yellow Love. Yellow Love taking out one, but getting traded. Vitzi getting the headshot on him. Yorak is going to be pushing over down the spiral, and 3 players. Wow, Z-Tor is going crazy. Gets taken out by Wicked trying to push into that mid, and it's 3v4. That seemed a little unnecessary with that push.
Yeah, we have to hop up over to Led here. He's sitting at mid. There's Light and Mister who are right beside him on the right, and this is another point of contention. Whoever wins here is probably going to win the round. But it doesn't look like villains are... Are villains going to go up through here with Light and Wicked? Like...
I think Letu really needs to be, he's going to be the deciding factor for this round. Yeah. But, wow, it looks like they're going to be turning around and going towards Vitzi.
That's a tough choice. Do you want to fight Vitzi or Let? I mean...
And Kimpa's still over it too. No one's actually spotted him. They have no clue where he is. Looks like Letu's going to be falling back.
Yeah, they're just taking so long that Let's like thinking like, well, they're clearly going to push 1 stairs right now. There's no way they're going to take this much time and not push up mid. But I don't know what's going to be able to do. Wicked on Vitzi though. That's a really key kill. That opens up the one site that forces Let to come to the site, try to defend it. While there's people already coming through vent, he can't land any shots. Gets 1 kill at the Light. Can he get the 3rd? He gets the 3rd on the High Rock. He needs to load. He's flashed. He's got his pistol out. He's got his scope support there.
I think Wicked is actually AFK. Or DC.
Mista took down Kimpa though. Let has scopes on each side of him. Shoots Mista. Mista missing the shot again. Let needs to pre-fire this. And yeah, Wicked DC, that's really big, but Let can't capitalize and can't get that 3k. And we're going to be going to a dead round when it's 4-3.
Man, that was super close. And what happened there is they actually stalled it so long that Andromeda kind of started assuming it was 2. Vitzi did an uncharacteristic push off of stairs into the column to try and get some information and come back, but he unfortunately died, which opened one site completely, and they took advantage of it. That definitely was, yeah, it was either Vitzi or Letu to really save that round for Andromeda.
Yeah, and if Mista had actually been taken down by Let there and Wicked had DC, that could have gone to them, and that would have been really bad for Wicked. But it is India, it's 4-3, I believe, right? It's actually a lot closer than
Black Sun is. Yeah, it actually is. And I think it has a lot to do in part with the rush nades that they've been constantly eating and doing 5-man pushes to sites.
Yeah, I always thought Andromeda, like India was like one of their best maps and Black Sun was one of their worst, but they keep proving me wrong. I mean, I keep asking them like what their worst map is, and some of them tell me Black Sun. So I think they're lying to me to troll me.
I actually think that their best map is probably Black Sun. From what I've seen in the last ESL, I mean, it's been a while since I've had the co-cast consistently.
Every time they play Black Sun, they do really well, but they keep saying that their worst map is Black Sun. So like, I don't know if it's like they don't have any confidence on the map, but they still perform well.
It's their best worst map.
Yeah, I don't know. It's confusing.
It's one of those convoluted situations.
And yeah, guys, remember to follow the channel and be logged in. If you are, you'll be entered into a giveaway after the end of this half. It's a Mosin the Gaunt for 15 days and a full set of Ian for 7 days, I believe. So make sure you're following and logged in for that. It's completely RNG, and we'll PM you in your Twitch PM box with the code, and you redeem that on the area site. We're only doing 1 after every 2 maps today, but tomorrow we're doing 2, maybe 3. After every 2 maps. So lots of codes to go around. Pretty good games today. Who did we have before? Who was that? Was that Global versus Enzo? And Global took that, I believe.
Yes. Yeah, that was Global and Enzo. And then we saw, well, this game. Did we see another match? I can't remember. I don't think we did. This is our second match that we're looking at on the stream.
Yep.
Yeah, but guys, keep in mind this is a 2-day tournament, so we're gonna get up to when are we getting up to today?
I believe after the winner bracket semifinals, that second one, we'll be done with the winners bracket. We might do 2 or 3 loser bracket games. And then tomorrow we'll start off with the winner bracket finals, and then loser bracket finals, and then grand finals. And Wicked is back in the room, but they still don't have 5. Yeah, Love is back in the room. All players are ready. Remember, it is 4-3. So that's, who had 4? It was Villains at 4, right?
Yes,
We
Villains
might
at
we might
4.
even go to a third map. Who knows?
Yeah, if they keep playing like this, they're right now they're tactically playing sound. The 1v1s are, well, for the most part, they're doing pretty well. Z-Tor is kind of steamrolling wherever he goes, but yeah, it's just if they keep this up, they might be able to get to a third map. I don't know if this very elaborate troll or just extremely lucky, but Vitsy and Ztor both, yeah, Vitsy won blue tickets, Ztor won red tickets and 2 blue tickets. I mean, grats, but what the?
You know what? One thing that surprised me playing gun was
What's that, Ing?
permanent guns.
Yeah, I was actually pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
Thing is, though, permanent primary weapons still the expendable secondaries. WTF, man.
Well, I think that's been the same case ever since the game has been out, right? It's only been that. Oh, they want already. We're ready. We're ready? Let's get back to the game.
Yeah, I'm almost ready. Just waiting on a couple people at F5. But yeah, that permanent Glock, it still eludes me.
Yeah. Make sure you guys make your predictions on the chat. Are we going to a third map? Is this going to be the end of Villains? Are they going to be able to do it? Loading to the game. I remember Andromeda is on... What? Defense? Wasn't
Yeah,
Andromeda on offense? Am I
no,
crazy?
they had a switch. They were on defense, but Mista had a really
Oh,
good
right.
offensive clutch and 1-4-3.
Yes, that is why I'm confused. Thank you.
And I think we have another DC, but it's too late for a dead round.
Yeah, and he's already back in the game? Or, I don't even know. They do have 3 dead rounds per map. So, they do have a lot of use here.
Yeah, and it is Letu again. Looks like he's having some issues today. But regardless, 4v5. Unfortunate for Andromeda. But they are on defense this time, so it's
It's actually really bad
gonna...
that they're down a player, to be honest.
Yeah, this is gonna be really hard for them. I think Ztor should actually fall back a little bit.
You know, at this point, when you're down a player, it's honestly a 50-50 bet whether you push as a group, take out a player, maybe win, or if you just sit back and stack a site. Because if the other team plays correctly on offense against your 4, it's not going to work out unless your players can get 2 or 3 kills. So it's a really rough situation to be in.
Oh, here comes Zetor. Man, time to shine. It's going to be 3v1 in this courtyard as Zetor is going to be going up against the entire, almost the entire team of villains. Oh, it's like they almost heard me. They're magically going back through mid.
Yeah,
Look at this push all the way to their spawn. Kimpa's going to be inside too. They have no idea that it's actually going to their spawn. And
this
they're
is a
going to be
huge
completely.
mistake.
Oh man, Vitzi and Syfez. Wow, they are okay. They're pushing in through the entrance of one.
Vitzi is half HP. He can't take very many shots. Mystic is 1 kill. Hyrule takes down Vitzi. And this site one is lost. Sypha's only last one alive in the site. Zetor coming around for a flank, but Mystic's going to take it down really easily. And it looks like tons of players just DC'd.
The command has been hit.
Yeah, Hyrule just DC'd there. Zetor
What
comes in with
the?
a double kill. But it doesn't matter. There's just too many players, and that's going to be villains taking the round. So Vitzi DC'd and Hyrule DC'd into a wall.
Yeah, I saw that, and wow, it's really weird what's happening today. But yeah, some players having some connectivity issues. That's going to be still 5-3 in favor of villain.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. I mean, is it like AVA? Is it like a server somewhere out there in Europe?
That was a very interesting play from Andromeda, though. Do you think that was a misplay or just extremely unlucky?
Well, I think Andromeda, they were down a player, right? So they were like, we're gonna play one guy at two guys at one, two guys at two, and when you don't have that rotator, that fifth guy is really key to like rotating to a site that they push. If you don't have that, it's really hard to hold a site. But if you don't have that guy watching your mid and you kind of just focus and tunnel vision onto those two sites, and then the other team pushes through that weakness, you're not supposed to win that. You're not supposed to win 4v5 on defense anyways, because even if you do defend the site, you don't have that fifth guy to watch your back. So, I mean, I don't know, it's really confusing to what's going on here. Like, Villains kind of like did an inverted win right there of what they should have been able to do. But also, Hyrule and Vitzi DCing probably doesn't help the case either. Like, I don't know. But that fourth round, Villains still won, even though it was one of their players that DC'd.
Yeah, and I think that's a very important thing to point out as well. Is strategically they won.
Yeah.
It wasn't so much the players DCing as it was them just hitting that sweet spot, and regardless of the DCs, it reflected that they actually won that round. So that's good to see. I mean, we're not here to, hey, you didn't use this item, blah blah blah, you're DQ'd, you lose, that kind of thing. It's I mean, we're here to see good gameplay, and that was good gameplay regardless of the DC. Well, looks like all the players are back. We're just waiting for some readies, and then we'll get going here as soon as possible. It is 5-3 in favor of villains.eu or US or whatever that that abbreviation at the end of it is. They are ahead of Andromeda. So what do you think we can expect in this upcoming couple of rounds on India?
I expect Andromeda to play a lot more focused and harder than they have in the last few rounds because they really don't want to take this to a third map. They're a team that kind of hates playing long out games. They'd rather just get it over and done with and move on to the grand finals or something. But Villains, I mean, they almost always make a little bit of a comeback in all the games that we've seen them play. The problem is they have a problem closing out games. Even if they do come back 6-5, 6-6, they always lose that final determining round. So, I mean, I would really like to see Villains just win the next 3 rounds and not give Andromeda any chance to come back. Because Andromeda, they have Kimpa, they have Syphis, they have Zetor, Let, and Vitzi. Any one of those players can just start doing really well and just carry 2-3 rounds in a row. And I feel like Wicked isn't that strong of a scope as Kimpa may be, so Wicked needs to rely on smokes and the overall strategy from his team in order to get the kills and open up areas. Meanwhile, Kimba just, he just needs to use his sick aim to go around a corner and get 3 kills.
Yeah, I Now, what does Andromeda have to do to make sure that they shut out Villain?
Andromeda need to use more strategy. They just have to take their time, have more patience, play defense correctly. Uh, you saw in that first round of defense, C2R pushed Pillar, got a kill, kept pushing, and Wicked was sitting there at the stairs and took him out. There's been 3 or 4 occurrences of that. I've seen Vitsi done that, Cyphus has done that down through mid. So it's... their defense needs to be more defense, or their aggressive defense needs to be more coordinated with each other, because Etor was just pushing on his own, Cyphus was pushing on his own. We are always seeing Kimpa pushing on his own over at 2, going for those sneaky, cheeky little peeks that the other team could completely take advantage of if they're aware of it or have been paying attention. So yeah, Andromeda just needs to play smarter, and Villains just need to take advantage of the confidence that I think Andromeda has.
Yeah, it could be confidence or overconfidence right
Yeah.
now, as yeah, they're doing a lot of uncharacteristic and unneeded pushes into sites unknown, and they're paying the price for it.
Like if Andromeda was playing Celsius, right? Andromeda wouldn't be doing half the stuff they were doing. And like Villains, okay, you may not be able to call them a top 4 team, but you can definitely call them a top 6 team. And top 6 teams can always take a map off of someone. Always. Currently in AVA, like with the skill range and who's good on what maps and whatever, top 6 teams, they can kind of go head to head against each other. The third map, do we know what that is?
I actually was not here for map ban, so unfortunately I did not see that.
Because if the third map is Airplane, Andromeda should win it, but it's Cannon, and Cannon is a really good skill fest map, so actually I think that's going to go to Andromeda if they do go to a third map. But I don't think they're better on Cannon than they are on Black Scent, so I don't know how that'll turn out. But if Villains were to lose, then they have quite the loser bracket to go through.
Yeah, that loser bracket is really getting star-studded. Lots of good teams down in there fighting for dear life to get that qualification championship.
Actually, I lied. Villains actually has a really easy loser bracket. They'll probably get to top 6, no problem. Unless Reeves can go against them or something.
Oh yeah, Reeves is down there too. I mean, that's a team I haven't seen for a long time.
Yeah, we should
But
go over
looks
the
like we're
brackets
gonna get
after.
started.
Yeah.
Remember, guys, it is the second map of the best of 3. India, third map's going to be Cannon. Andromeda is winning the map list of the best of 3 at 1-0. But for this India second map, actually, Villains is winning 5-3.
Yeah, so Villains only need 2 rounds. Andromeda needs 4. Villains could actually seriously take this. It's no longer just like a hopeful dream or a slim chance. It's more likely to happen than not. Providing Mista can load into the game.
Providing we actually have a 5v5.
Alright, everyone's loaded in. It's past 10 seconds now. No more dead rounds. For now.
Oh, look at this fastness.
Look at this. I know I said for them to be less aggressive, but I also said for them to be more coordinated if they were to be aggressive, and that was 3 players completely coordinated at mid, and they got a free pick from it. Excellent job player from Andromeda, really shutting down anything that Villains were trying to do there.
Well, fortunate for them, they actually, I mean, I say fortunate in the best regard I can, but they only lost 1 player. It could have been a lot worse. But still a 4v5. It's not as bad being shorthanded in the offensive side. So they can still make this work. They still need some really good picks and whatnot.
They're gonna hop onto Wicked here as he's trying to peek into the site. Zetor is actually really low HP, but is he gonna peek this when Wicked misses another shot? I don't know how they're gonna play this. Yeah, they're just gonna play a smoke. Typical play there. That's gonna force Wicked to go back, but Vitsi is trying to peek through the smoke. He's trying to be sneaky. This is the cheeky kind of play that we're talking about. He has backed off now, but that was an opportunity for Wicked. Wicked is going to come back after the smoke, after enough time. Holy crap, what is going on at mid? Yellow Love takes down Zetor. Hyrak takes down Kimpa. Syphus takes down Wicked. Can he defend the site? Let is in the 2 site. Needs to get this. The nade is out. Let getting a nice double kill to Hyrule and like Yellow Love. That was a fantastic play there.
Wow, that was a really good shutdown by Letu on 2 sides. C4 is now down 1v3 situation. Mista trying to work in the flank of 2. Letu and Vitzi, I don't think they know that he's on flank. They look to be, we're looking the wrong way. Letu's sure by now knows that he's on flank. He's not, okay, there we go. He finally moves. He's going to be looking at his flank. Mista taking out Letu as well. Nice with 2K right there. Sypha is going to be coming in from mini, waiting for the bomb set. 1v1. Mista is 1 shot from dying, and Syphez is potentially 1 shot away from dying as well. Bomb's going to get set, and Syphez is going to be working back through their spawn.
And Mista's actually going to push this aggressively, not wait around. Might work out for him. Syphus is probably not going to pre-fire this.
Oh! What a clutch by Mista. 1v3 with the bomb plant. And that's a 6-3 lead for Villain.
That's a huge kill, a clutch there from Mista. That's 3 kills. That team is now 6-3 against Andromeda. Stopping any momentum that Andromeda could have potentially built up. Wow.
Yeah, that was crazy, and Vitzi getting a couple shots in from Yellow Love, and going to be backing up a little bit. 3 rifles inside 1. Kimpa is inside short, or sorry, mini. Ztor is going to be in 2 side, and everyone's just kind of looks like they're almost feeling each other out right now.
Well, Andromeda can't take any chances right now. They have to play safe. Light might catch Ztor and Kimpa off guard here, but no, they are in position now. But look at this, they're all in mid. Villains, like, they can do so much damage right now if they can get these kills. But Kimpa is here. He's going to try to pick them off 1 by 1. But Mista fights back, takes down Kimpa. Can he follow up with his next kill? Light takes down Ztor. Ztor just waiting out in the backyard there.
Yeah, that's going to be a clean sight take as well. Mista taking out the only defense. Letu picking up the scope and taking a Wicked, though. That caught him off guard. Mista's going to be going up again. 1v2. Letu's still just sitting there with the scope. Mista has his work cut out for him. Syphez and Vitzi. Nice shot on Syphez. Vitzi taking Mista out for the trade. Leighton, Hyorak needs to do some magic here. Takes out 1. Vitzi 1v1 situation. C4 still down. Time is ticking down.
Vitzi's
18 seconds. Will he stick it, though? Pro stick it.
Oh, man, oh my gosh, what's happening to this game?
And a 3rd map is needed. Wow.
Vitzi was trying to defuse that bomb. He was so close to defusing it, and then he got off the bomb to look up. It's rough.
That was extremely well played by Villains, though. Taking them out on India it's a really hard thing to do, and they accomplished that. Now going to the 3rd map, tied 1-1 in the series.
Yeah, I'm sure the chat is going to just be surprised as us, actually, to be honest, that they were able to pull off that map win. I mean, Black Sand, what was that? It was like a 7-3-2? What was it?
That was a 7-3, actually.
Yeah, so a complete stomp, and then it goes to Villains winning the 2nd map. And Villains didn't even start off stomping Andromeda on the 2nd map. They kind of worked for it a little bit too.
I'm just rewatching that clutch that Mista did. That was huge.
That really kept them in the game. It kept their mentality in the game, and I'm pretty sure that enabled them to close out the remaining round.
Yeah, that was a huge momentum swing. I mean, on TS, their team must have been just going crazy over that 1v3 clutch against Andromeda. But we are going to be going to our 3rd map. It's going to be Cannon, and the winner of this will go to the winner brackets, if I'm not mistaken.
Indeed. Yeah. Yeah, winner of this goes to the winner bracket finals, which gets played tomorrow. Global will play against either Sinister or Celsia in the other winner bracket semifinals. We will cast that game for you guys. And then whoever wins that will play against whoever wins this tomorrow in the winner bracket finals. We do have a giveaway to give away, so make sure you guys are following the channel and are logged in. It's a Mosin Nagant for 15 days, a Mosin Nagant Sports for 15 days, and a 7-day Ian set. So it's actually a pretty good set, to be honest, considering now that Euros all around and Euros are pretty valuable right now. To buy those permanent guns.
I'm just looking at the brackets right now, and this is looking up, well, kind of the same as every other tournament we've seen. Looking at Andromeda steadily increasing their wins all the way to the winner brackets. If in fact they beat this, Enzo actually won their game against Go Mayhem, and they're going to be going on to find the winner of Fruit Dealers versus, I would assume, the loser of this game, either Andromeda or Villain.
Yes.
Either of the two, yeah. But yeah, those lower bracket games, those look pretty intense. Moss OP.
It is pretty OP.
Yeah, I'm looking at some of the screenshots, and that's pretty funny.
CGO AVA, I think he's on Celsia, won the giveaway, by the way. Congratulations to him.
Oh. I'd golf clap for you if it wasn't so intensively hard for me.
Don't worry, I've got birds in the background, that's enough.
The rainforest bird chatter. Almost ready. Just waiting for one person to come back. And we'll be continuing here on the third map of this best of 3, Andromeda versus Villains in the winner bracket. Winner of this will go to the winners bracket final. Winner of that will go to the grand final with a map advantage and a best of 5.
Whose winners is winners? Winner?
Winner. Chicken dinner? What?
Winners bracket winners. Winners of this goes to winners bracket of the winner bracket semifinals.
By the way, I've always kind of disliked how we went about calling the brackets as the names they were. I've always rathered upper bracket, lower bracket.
Yeah. I prefer those too, but ESL calls them winners and losers, so it's kind of what we got adjusted to.
ESL takes no prisoners.
And all players are readied up, and we can resume this start this third map, I should say, between Andromeda and Villains. This is the winner bracket semifinals. This is the third map. It has been a tie. We need a tiebreaker map for this match. It's been so crazy. Villains won the second map. Andromeda took the first map. I have no idea what's going to happen. The chat needs to fill me in on who they think is going to win. Who do you think is going to win, Blind?
Honestly, I think it's going to be Andromeda. Not just because they've been in this situation and they have the experience for it, but 2-point men is what they're accustomed to, and that's what they're going to keep using.
Yeah, and I'd have to say that this map favors skill, like gun skill, over nades or any other type of strategy. And that's definitely what Andromeda brings to the table here. But Wicked takes down Let like immediately right here. Wow. That's a good way to open up the first round.
Yeah, no kidding. It couldn't have been written any better as Late will actually take out Vitzi as well. Zetor's inside the site all by himself versus potentially 5 people. Yellow Love's going to be taking the initiative, going up against Zetor. Zetor taking some shots as he's going to be swiftly taken out. Or not, Zetor.
Excellent double kill. Can't get the third kill though. He tried his hardest to do that.
Wow, they had some troubles on the one site. Zetor being that trouble. But
well,
they will take the site. They
Zetor,
will. Sorry, they will take the round.
Yeah. Sorry, Zetor did his job. It's just like the rest of his team weren't able to get into the site to assist him and support him. And I believe it was Vitzi who couldn't get a kill off when they were rushing him. So it was really problematic. But Let takes down Yellow Love here. Really aggressive play here coming up from Andromeda, getting an early lead, a little bit of an advantage, I should say. They're controlling the bookcase pretty well. Light and Mista are kind of just sitting around waiting for Vitzi to peek. I don't know if Vitzi actually will peek this. If he does, he will probably die immediately. Oh, it takes down Mista. Vitzi doing an excellent job this round, making up for his previous round for sure. And look at that, Let supporting his teammate Vitzi there. But Wicked is going to try to fight back with a kill into Zetor. And look at mid blind.
Yeah, it looks like Wicked and Hyorax are going to be going straight through the center. Vitzi and Kimpa are going to be trying to hold that off, but I think it's just going to be Vitzi going to be holding that off. Hyorax in position, just waiting on Wicked to maybe catch one of the Andromeda members off guard. But that's not going to happen as they're kind of sitting tight in the positions. They're nestled into whatever defensive position they're in right now, and Hyorax and Wicked decide to go back through their spawn and push to site.
I know it's their team, but I don't know why they wouldn't do the same thing they did on India, where they go push up through the mid when they get control of it and they overpower a site. Instead, they're splitting up and trying to work 2 different angles here, and Cyphus just needs to kill one and turn to his right and get the other. Oh, but Wicked
what a
with his
shot.
skill.
Kimpa going up against 2 players of villains. Gonna be taken out by Hyorax though. Hyorax, nice shot. Wicked, also a nice shot to get that entry frag. Vitzi and Letu all up for the last hope for Andromeda on this round, as they're both gonna be going up towards the front of 2. Wicked and Hyorax actually mirroring them and going down the back stairs of 2. This is gonna be really interesting, as both of them are actually not on site. Vitzi and Letu are assuming that they are on site. Looks like Wicked's going to be going around. Hyorax, nice entry on, nice frag on Vitzi, as Vitzi's going to be 1v2 situation, going to be on site, jumping around, realizes no one's on site. Well, this is probably the worst situation you can be in, though. Vitzi's going to be pushing out Hyorax smartly, falling back, and he's going to get the win.
Villains are showing why they're a tough contending team. They may not have that individual skill, but they have the teamwork and the strategy to win these rounds. They're playing the objective and they're winning because of it. Andromeda, like, they couldn't do anything. They rotated too slowly. It was 2-on-2. They both pushed the same way. They assumed that they were going to be playing the site, and it just didn't work out. Vitzi though opening up with a kill onto Kyrak, but X-Light returning with a kill onto Vitzi.
We're gonna have troubles with that name all day.
Yeah, I want to say Light, but then I say Light, and it's like confuses my mind.
Yeah, I think we've called it like 6 different names this entire stream. But yeah, it's going to be 4v4 situation now. Letu and Zetor on one by themselves. Wicked and Mista are both scoping. I don't know if that was a previous strategy, if they both had a double scope this entire time.
Yeah. I don't know what it is, but right now, Andromeda, they're pretty much giving the round away right now to Villains, because Villains are sitting outside of one, getting all the damage, setting up the smokes, and just gaining all the map control, and it's working out. But Kimpa is finally going to push, takes down Yellow Love, Light takes down Kimpa, but Zetor with an excellent double kill.
Zetor! Nice double frag, as Wicked's going to be 1v3 now with the bomb all by himself. I was going to say this is a familiar situation for him, but that was actually, I missed it last time. Wicked missing a shot on Zetor. Zetor is going to be pushing up Wicked, falling back as fast as he can, but Letu taking him out with that headshot. And it's now 2-1.
Well, offense is supposed to be considered easier than defense, So good job to Andromeda on winning that round. I was saying that they were pretty much giving the round away because Villains had so much control of that one site, but then Villains kind of backed off, then came back, and then Kimpa had an opening. So I guess good job to Kimpa and Andromeda for winning that round. Are we going to see a 2 from Villains first time?
Well, looks like they are changing the pace of the game a little bit. This is interesting that
It's mirrored this
actually
map layout. Look at both teams here.
yeah, they must have, sorry, I actually missed the beginning of this round, but they must have pre-scouted that one site and they rotated over to 2.
No, they just walked right over to 2. They never went past the bookcase door. But now look at this. They're starting to look for that pick. If Villains can get a pick before Z2 or Vitsi have started to rotate and they can get the bomb down quick enough, it's going to be really rough for Andromeda to play a retake. Proper retake, I should say. I have to scrounge around with Kimpa. If Kimpa gets taken out here, this could be really bad. Kimpa through the smoke is half HP. Hierarch takes down Z2. That rotation from Z2 is not going to happen. And now Kimpa is going to get pinched here. He's going to have to back off all the way to spawn. And Villains just have complete control of the site at the outside of site 2 right now. They just need to get into the site, take down Cyphez. Kimpa does try to go for a pick, doesn't get it. We're hopping onto Let. Let gets 1 kill. Hyrule takes down Kimpa though. Let is flash. He's trying to pre-fire through this flash. He does end up getting that second kill. Excellent job to Let. Cyphez ending Wicked's run there as well.
Well, Let's just going up against you.
Let's on a 3K right now. Can he get this 4K? Oh, God,
wow.
Let's so good.
Letu going huge for that defensive team. Wow, that was like a crazy round. I mean, it was pretty much 5v5 all up until the last 15 seconds of it. It looks like we're gonna get a fast one. Or sorry, that's probably just trying to get map control here, but missed a nice shot on Z2.
Yeah, for sure, but look at Kimpa, he's pushing down mid. Anyone could be sitting anywhere and just taking down immediately, but no one's there. Good call from him.
This could be actually huge for Kimpa. If he goes all the way in their spawn and spots the C4, this could be really bad.
Yeah, and Let just got a kill into Light, so that's going to force Villains to back off a little bit while I speak too soon, but Wicked does get the kill into Vitsi. That's what they needed. Hyrule and Kimpa get into a little bit of a scuffle. Hyrule takes him out.
Kimpa tried to catch him with the nade out, but it was unfortunate and only lit Hyorak. Hyorak takes him up. That could have been a round right there actually. 2v4 now. Cyphez gonna be meeting up with Hyorak, getting taken out.
Well, Cyphez gets 1 kill. He needs 3 more now. Well, can Cyphez pull a Let? He's gotten 2 kills now. He needs 2 more.
Yeah, and they know where Cyphez is, and it is a 1v2. So they're just smartly move over to one site. Probably going to try and get that bomb down as soon as possible. Wicked's going to be watching that. Cyphez, he might pre-fire this.
Does pre-fire, gets Wicked a little bit, but Wicked actually doesn't take the shot. But now Cyphez is in an awkward spot. What angle does he cover when Yellow push out and takes him down? That's 3-2 now for Villains, and if Villains can win this next round, they've had a really good EU half, offense half. If they lose this round, then they've had a pretty poor offense half, because you shouldn't go 3-3 on offense. You should have at least a +1, +2 lead.
Zetor is actually precariously close to the EU team. He just doesn't realize it. Takes out Hyorak, and I'm not sure if that's a cue for them to push too, because Letu and Cyphez, they're going to be in trouble on site. Cyphez on 2, Letu's going to be on top. Here comes the push onto 2 sites. Cyphez is over on the 2 side. C4's coming into 2. Letu taking out Letu. Sorry, Letu taking out Yellow Love. And yeah, just a bunch of firing happening. Missed to trade some shots with Cyphez, but Cyphez and Kimpa coming out on top of that 1v4, and Zetor with the flank kick.
And really the story of that round is that there just weren't enough rifles at 2 to lock down the site. They had a scope and a rifle. So yeah, that didn't work out really well, but it was a good job on Villains to push that 2 site when they saw Zetor at mid, because they knew, hey, there can only be 2 guys here. Kimpa's sitting in spawn. So they knew what to do. It's an excellent job. It's just that execution to the 2 site just did not pan out. We have switched sides now. Andromeda is on that offense. Villains on defense.
Yeah, and they have that double point man as well.
Interesting. Villains is going to do 2 scopes, and 2 scopes can work really well if you can land your shots. It's probably the easiest way to shut down both sites, but if rotations have to happen, rotating as a scope from either site can be really difficult, especially into 2, but it doesn't matter as Villains just get 3 kills at one site. And mid and Andromeda, they don't know what to do anymore. It's 2v5. Wicked looking at Kimpa, taking him down. Let does take down the scope there, but trying to pre-fire the rifles and spawn, they're baiting and switching him so hard. Oh my gosh, taking down Light, taking down Mista. Let is just going absolutely crazy here. He can't get the 4th on high road.
Operation failure. Return to main base.
3rd one, I should say, sorry. That was still using that Kraken to its best advantage.
Yeah, and I'm expecting a really fast push here. I think that's what Andromeda needs to do, and looks like they are. Zitor Vitzi going up into the generator really fast here. Hurak getting caught off guard, taking 1 with him, and it's going to be 4v4 now. Full rotation happening over to 2. Vitzi has locked down 2 site, led to Saifez on site. Kimpa's going to be sitting towards the back. Yellow Love's going to be confronting Kimpa in the back, and bomb has been set.
Yeah, but Andromeda, look, they have a very lacking post-plant setup right here. Like, 2 players in sight, 1 on stairs, and Kimpa all the way out on the wrong side of generator. To me, that doesn't look like a very strong setup, and Wicked takes down, Yellow Love takes down Kimpa. Let, though, it's going clutch, takes down Mista and Wicked. Going up to Yellow Love to, fight back here.
And this is going to be really hard for Yellow. He's not going to be able to do this, I'm pretty sure, as yes, Latu takes him out. 4-4, couldn't be closer. 3rd map of this best of 3 series.
Yeah, Villains were like so close to getting that retake, and they would have had it if it wasn't for Let. And look at Let's score. He's 16.5 to 5. He has 15 damage, and there's only been 8 rounds. That's nutty, man. That's pretty nutty.
Well, there's a lot of nuts to be had in this game, as Wicked is going to be in the 2 connector, going to look at the crosses. Zitor and Vitzi going to be pushing up to 2 again. Hurex on site by himself. Zitor taking him down and getting 2 side all by himself.
Mista and Wicked can't land any shots on this connection into 2. They just keep missing, and Let is going to punish him for it. Yellow Love comes behind Let, takes him out. Yellow Love is pushing up. He has a player on his right. He fake peeks the scope, gets the kill because of it, but Vitzi takes him down in return. Zitor takes down Wicked, and there's only 1 player left up now. Can Light do this? He has half HP. He's got a player on each side. They're all peeking him though, and Zitor being absolutely aggressive does actually take him down.
Return to main base.
Wow. That was a fast
I'm starting to notice a really good trend that I see from Andromeda, and I've been asking for this from a lot of upper teams, is you don't need to place 2 site to defend 2 site. Having players on top 2 site is actually better, and that's what they're doing. Is look at this, they're pushing 2 again.
Yeah, it's going to be to Hierarch and Yellow Love to get kills. Hierarch didn't get a kill at all last round, and he really needs to do something if he's defending the site, but Let takes down Wicked. That's a scope kill for Let right there. Excellent job to him. He's now 18 and 6.
Yeah, just going absolutely huge for his team is Late's going to be trying to get some shots.
Pushes out, takes down Cyphus. He didn't get pushed from behind. No follow up there from Vitzi or Let. So he's going to be able to reload, but he's just 1 HP. Hierarch is there to support him. Smoke coming out. This could work in Yellow Love's favor if he can spot them with smoke, but I think it's going to be a fake. But how are Zitor and Let and Vitzi all going to rotate here? They have Light to listen for the footsteps. They have Mista still sitting at 1 with that scope. Could they go through mid? Zitor. Oh, Kimpa with a nice kill to Hierarch, but Mista turns around, takes down Zitor. And now it's a 3v3. This is very tense, man. This could tie it up, or it could be a huge lead for Andromeda. Kimpa trying to fake peek, but he's just going to get pre-fired so hard. Doesn't fake peek enough. Wow, Yellow Love pushing up there from that connector, takes down Kimpa. And without Kimpa, I mean, they still have Let up, so I guess they still have quite a good chance to win this, but Light takes down Vitzi, and Let, he's in a 1v3. If there's anyone to do it, it would be him. He's going to plant the bomb. He has a lot of time to work with.
Yeah, absolutely. 19 and 6, going up against 3 players. Could this potentially be 21 and 6? We'll see. As here comes the push. Yellow Love's going to be entering. Letu takes out Yellow Love. Missa
Gets the
gets
first
taken
kill,
out as
gets
well.
the second kill. Can he find the third on Light? This will be the most amazing clutch ever. Oh, Light shuts it down.
Oh. And my math skills are off because I don't know how to add 3 to 19. But yeah, he does end up being 21 and 7. That's a really big round for Villains, as they really need to start catching up here, especially being on defensive side.
Let is single-handedly keeping his team in the game, and even that is still keeping the score at tied 5-5. Andromeda is looking a little lacking today in this match, especially against Villains, who isn't a team we'd say would be Celsius level. I don't know, it's kind of risky. I was expecting more on Canada too, especially that Andromeda. They're on offense. They're on the easier side. Man, what is happening in this game? Third map,
Yeah.
5-5. Can't get any closer than that, to be honest.
And they're really pressuring this 2 site.
Look at like Yellow Love pushing up. Oh, a huge mistake there from Yellow Love. Not able to get any kills there.
I wonder if Kimpa actually knew that and baited the nade throw.
Yeah, potentially. But Andromeda has a huge advantage now. They're on the EU side. They're player up. They can control this entire map.
I'd actually really like to see a group up and just full bum rush one. That would probably work out the best for them right now, but they're still going to play it a little slower.
The problem here is though is that Light is their top frag right now. He's doing pretty well, so if they push one, there is a chance that Light might just completely dominate them all. I wonder if they will factor that into their play at all, but it just looks like they're going to go towards one here. They're going to have to deal with Wicked, who's actually not playing there anymore. Mr. takes down Cyphus. It's like going to cause a short rotate. No, it's not. Light is going to call out all these players. Light gets 1 kill. That's not going to be enough. Zetor takes down Light in return. That one side is completely open for Andromeda. The bomb is going down, but it is a 3v3. Anything can happen.
Yeah, the bomb is down now. Zetor, Letu, Kimpa, all up for Andromeda, trying to defend this bomb site as best as they possibly can. Shorak and Wicked going to be running into Letu, the top fragger. Letu takes out one with a nice headshot. Letu's going to be constantly shooting at Wicked. Misses, but on the other side, it's going to be taking out Kimpa, Letu. It's all Letu this game, man. It's 24/7. And then now they're 1 round away from continuing on to the winner bracket final.
How is he 24-7 against a pretty good team? Like, that's like an you never see a score like that. That's like a 3.0.
Yeah, he's going absolutely ham. Yorak's going to be trying to defend this from 2-point man. That's not going to happen. They have 2 sides. Yorak's going to be on the top, though. And here comes the rotation. 4 people on the defense side trying to hold off this 2 as much as possible. Zetor playing really aggressive.
Gosh, Power, just amazing pre-fire there onto Zetor, taking him out. Through the smoke, like, that's amazing.
Yeah, they kind of baited themselves from that UAV. They just ended up pre-firing them, but now it's 3v5, 3v4, 2v3.
Keep going back and forth with the retake. Is so sloppy on both teams' part. Cypher's let last one is alive against X-Lead. Coming in sight, gets the kill. Can he get the double kill? He does. Oh my god, Light. So
Late
good.
and Letu.
Yeah.
Charge defused.
A double L, man.
The XL and the capital L, I don't know. It's just, this game is going completely bonkers, and this is literally the 1 round that will decide the entire match.
Well, whoever loses this goes to the loser bracket. They do have a pretty easy ride. They only have to beat Reeves. Reeves is a pretty good team, and they could be kind of a wild card, but they're not a consistent team. But I don't know what's going to happen here, man. Like, it's canon, and it's tied 6-6. Oh, that's
and you know what? They kind of faked. I think they kind of faked the site. Got 1-point man to push over. Late's going to be trying to defend this. Here comes the rotation back to one site. Lots of smokes going to throw.
It was a really good fake, except for Wicked and Light. They were able to stay in the site. They rotated back quickly enough that it's not going to matter. All that matters now are the kills. Wicked gets 1 kill. Can he get the second? No, Zito's going to get a nice double kill. Andromeda have control of site 1. I don't think they have any more smokes, though, so Villains just needs to wait for this and rotate. Kimpa, though, going ham, taking down Yellow Love. It's now a 2v3 for Villains to win this.
Mista needs to be really careful.
Oh,
nice shot by
Zetor is scoping in the last round. Gets the double kill.
That's a 4K for Zito.
Return to main base. Your efforts are commended.
Zitor definitely didn't want to play any more games than he had to. So that's going to be Villains going into the loser bracket. Excellent try to them. I mean, they took Andromeda to a third map, tied it to 6-6, lost the last round. You can't get any closer than that. I think that's potentially no other team could potentially do that to Andromeda for the rest of this cup, not even Celsius. So we'll have to see how this is going to pan out. Andromeda, though, they won. They're going to go to the winner bracket finals tomorrow. And they're going to play whoever wins out of Celsius, Global, Sinister, I believe. So we're going to have the semi-final B match coming up. I don't know quite yet who that's going to be. I think it's Global versus someone. Hopefully they haven't started playing and they've listened to us. So that'll be coming up next, guys. Stay tuned for that. We'll have a giveaway after the first map in that game. And then after that we'll go into loser brackets.